Afternoons with Schmelby, a real talk show for real socks. My first guest today is Professor Woolsey, a home economist. Welcome, Woolsey. I understand you're a home economist. I'm sure a lot of our viewers are wondering the same thing as I am right now. What in God's name is a home economist?
Well, Schmelby, let me reassure you, it's a lot more than what your grandpa would argue. You see, many people think that home economics looks like this. When really, it's evolved into a very complex science. The role of the home economist is to maintain the whole ecosystem of the house and its inhabitants, like you and me. It may include this kind of unpaid housework, but we have to learn to look at it in a different way.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Well, DeLisa and Cataneo describe this unpaid work as work that remains outside the market, but it is necessary to structure and maintain households, human relationships, and communities, and provide sustenance and care. This is essentially what home economics is all about, looking deeper into everyday activities that may seem trivial, like cooking or cleaning, and expanding on how we can improve these tasks to improve our lives. For instance, here's an example. It's been a long day at school for a college couple, and they just don't have the energy to make themselves a well-deserved meal. A common solution to this problem might be to heat up a TV dinner in the microwave, but this option isn't a healthy or affordable choice. Many researchers claim that prepared and frozen foods are the fastest growing aisles at the supermarket. People are willing to pay $10 for a frozen meal that they could prepare themselves for half the cost.
Why do you think that is?
Essentially, because we lack the skills to make these meals and we don't understand the burden this has on our personal finances. But if these two kids had someone who could magically teach them how to make meals ahead of time, budget their money, or store leftovers in the freezer, they wouldn't have to worry about eating unhealthy, expensive foods.
Okay, I'm starting to understand.
There is also a large part of home economics dedicated to textiles and design. By learning basic skills like sewing or knitting, we can learn to clothe ourselves, something that used to be common knowledge back in the 19th century.
Well, let's get some input from our viewers. Anybody want to ask Woolsey a question? Well, I have a question. Well, my wife and I are expecting our second child, and we have a toddler at home. We are really stressed about how we will be able to create a suitable environment to raise our kids polite, well-rounded, functional human beings. Is there any way that home economics can help me?
Great question. Well, there is a branch of home economics called family studies, where professionals from the field help families to improve their overall well-being. This means that someone could help you manage your time and teach your kids a lot of the essential life skills that they will need.
Well, thank you, Woolsey. I think that's about all the time we have for today. Hopefully now you can see that home economics is so much more than the stereotype of cooking and cleaning that lots of people expect it to be. It is a diverse, exciting field that impacts everyone.
Right. It has evolved from such a simple idea of just wanting to make life better into an explosive field of opportunities, resources, and innovation. From the Lake Placid conferences in 1899 to the development of the AHEA and IFHE, women and men from all over the world have been working together to make changes that benefit the everyday lives of countless individuals. Professional home economists can be found working in government, industry, nonprofit organizations, or they can even be self-employed.
So I hope that next time you will think twice when you hear the word home economics and maybe reflect on how it relates to your everyday life. Next time on Afternoons with Schmelby, we explore the devastating world of the laundromat. Stay tuned!